Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to Gaming and Console Tech. Now, been away for a while, not because I've give up, just because I've been that tired with basically little baby and obviously the kids we've already got. It's been a bit of a roller coaster ride, getting back used into the swing of things of having a little baby about. Now, just a quick update. Now, I am in the process of sorting out my gaming setup, and that's not on the back burner at all. It's just I've been obviously trying to balance everything else and whatever else. Now, a few things have come to my equation on YouTube, which I'm looking at right now. One thing in particular has pointed my interest to what can only be suggested as a little weird. I don't know what everybody else's opinions are. I'm wanting to know what your opinions are on this. Comment down below and tell me, because these are mine. Now, the Nintendo Switch, it's still better than NX. It's better than that. But that being said, now issues. I'll start off with the issues. I'll try and finish on something positive. Now, I understand how this is trying to be a home console and a mobile console all in one. The one thing I'm worried about is if Nintendo do this is the situation they're going to deal with their 3DS. If they're going to use this as both home and mobile console, are they going to discontinue things on the DS, which is a little bit of a bummer if they do. Now, that being said, I can't really jump to any conclusions because obviously we don't know that much about it. All we've got is one trailer. And that in itself is kind of jumpy at best. But, that being said, it is a good idea. Now, on to the next subject of this matter, is battery life for me. Now, the issues I have with battery life on many handheld consoles, one I've got more recently in particular is the Sega Game Gear. Now, that was atrocious battery life. To top it off, it used expensive batteries, not a built-in one, which it used six batteries, and it just murdered them. It was like a slaughter of battery. So yeah, that's an issue, a big issue. Although, that being said, looking at today's tablets, especially the iPad mini and a few of the other ones, battery life is becoming a bigger thing, and that, in my eyes, can only be a good thing. Obviously, we've got all this mobile technology, and batteries have slowly kind of lost the capacity to hold the power for these powerful gadgets we own. That being said, if the battery life can last, then I'd be on board. I would. I mean, I love Nintendo. As you can probably see, I've got the Nintendo Wii U there, and obviously I've got the Wii in the other retro setup. So yeah, I like Nintendo. I want to like this console, but I'm kind of... there's too many negatives at the moment until you find out more details. This isn't my final thoughts, this is just my opinions off this trailer. And it's mind-boggling. I can't really figure it out. But what I want to believe about this console is the fact that it's a tablet-based console. It doesn't look like it's got touch screens, but it looks like a tablet that you pull out and put the controllers, slide them on the side. What I've noticed is those little controllers that can possibly be used as two as well from the trailer, they don't have wires, so they have got to have their own inbuilt battery, which I'm kind of hoping the little tablet screen that they've got, when it fits on the side, hopefully it's got some magnetic charger or something on the inside of it, so it charges the whole thing. If not, that could be a killer for me. I want to believe that can work, and I'm hoping that that could be a big thing. So hopefully that will be solved and we'll find out more details about that. But that's the other issue. There's also the possibility of having another controller, which we also saw in the trailer, which is a square controller with analog sticks and a little bit of a strange D-pad. It's not really a D-pad, it's more of a kind of, I don't know, it's like X, Y, B and whatever on an Xbox or PS3 controller. It's weird, and I'm not sure whether I'd be able to get used to that, but we'll find out. The other thing that I find a little bit strange oh god. The other thing I find a bit strange is the fact of its holster, or I don't know, dock, more to the point. Obviously that's got to go to your TV to play the games on a big TV. It looks as though the screen for the actual Switch itself turns off when you dock it. And that in itself is a good idea, because obviously you're not using battery power while charging it up. Obviously that's only going to cause heat and possibly damage to the console, maybe. Like I say, that's not a final thought, but, you know, it's a valid point. I can't really see... It's a good idea, but I'm hoping they utilise it properly so that you're getting the best battery life out of the console while it's in the dock. The other thing is the cartridges. Now, I am aware that SD cards now are up to 128GB and all that lot. It's a strange scenario to use cards on an actual console opposed to a handheld like you would on the DS or the Vita, for instance. That being said, it looks like it could work, and I'm hoping that that is a big thing. Now, the positive note on this is the fact that it's so small. It looks so fitting to go with anything, in my view. I like the design of it. It's not ugly, and it's not pristine like the Xbox One S or the Xbox One itself, or maybe the PS4. It's not like that. It's a small, compact system that's going to stick to the side. Now, sorry about the cough. I can't really judge what's going to happen in Nintendo's future, but if they can pull this off, I'm kind of hoping that this isn't a nail in Nintendo's coffin. Because the last thing they need is another flop of a console like the Wii U did. But also, it doesn't need to be the most extravagant thing, in my view. But I think a lot of people are going to look at this and think, where's the 4K graphics and stuff like that? I know Nintendo have never really been for that market. They've kind of always done something different. And that's what makes Nintendo Nintendo. They don't follow a trend. They follow what they want to do. And it's a good idea. The Wii did extraordinarily well, because it went for a casual audience, but the Wii U, not so much. It didn't really hit all the notes that certain gamers wanted out of their console. It just didn't work. But you've got to kind of get past all that and kind of figure out what the console is going to be. Hopefully in the coming weeks we might get some big details about it. We'll see what happens. But I'm hoping that Nintendo clear a lot of things up in the trailer that they showed, because it wasn't that much that they showed, and it's kind of a big deal to me. Is that I can't kind of figure it out. I'm slightly confused about what they're trying to go for. Obviously we know that it's going for a handheld market and also a home console market, which is always a good idea, but they've got to do this right. If they don't, it could be another selling fail for Nintendo, but hopefully it won't be. I'm hoping so. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for the quick update. Thanks for sticking around all this time when I've not had any content uploaded. It's been a bit of a long haul, but I will be back on track. I've actually got a few pickups as well for you guys, and I'm not just on about games, I'm on about hardware, a few bits and pieces that go with other consoles and things like that. So hopefully I'll be able to show them off to you very soon. I'm also working up on a schedule to do these videos so I can actually get them done and sorted and more content and stuff like that. But anyway, guys, thanks very much for watching, and I shall see you again soon. In the meantime, guys, happy gaming, and I'll see you again soon.